video is going to be a little bit different than what I have been on the path of doing. Right now, I've been on the path of using my fall capsule wardrobe and creating videos for you to show you outfits you can create using the items I chose in my fall capsule. I have been cleaning out my closet, showing you how I clean it out, such as bottoms, and then showing you the bottoms I chose for my fall capsule, and then showing you how I style those items. Last week, I did a video cleaning out my closet, all about my tops. Now, I do have some more of those coming up, and today, typically, I would put up a video showing you how I styled the different tops in my fall capsule, but I thought this was an important time to stop and talk to you guys about some things in my fall capsule wardrobe, because this is my first time doing this, and some adjustments that I have made along the way. The first thing I want to talk to you about, and I'm about halfway through it, is a book that I have been reading. I'm about halfway there. You can see it right there. And it is called Wear It Well, Reclaim Your Closet and Rediscover the Joy of Getting Dressed. It is by Allison Bornstein. Now, I do follow her on Instagram as well. But the key part, the first part I took from this book, in this book, she discussed something called the 3-word method and how you choose the 3 words that you think best describe your style. Now, the first word that you're going to choose is a word that you are going to choose that best reflects your regular style, your items that you regularly grab for. Now, what she suggested, I think it was in a podcast I heard, was for you to go through your closet and pull out the items that you regularly wear. This does not have to be something that you want to wear. This needs to be what you pull out every single day to wear. Now, if you are like me and you primarily stay at home and work from home, that might be leggings, sweatshirts, t-shirts, comfy clothes, sneakers, things like that. If you are someone that goes into an office every day, that might be something like dress pants, jeans if your office allows it, maybe a blazer, maybe button-down shirts. What do you every day grab for? Your regular items in your rotation, whether that be for work, weekends, whatever it is, what are those items that you feel you're best in and that you regularly go back to? Now, for me, I tend to, during the weeks, I have been in a habit of going and working out, doing walks, things like that. And then I am typically running errands, sitting at my computer, going to get MJ, doing things that are more casual things. And then I tend to, on weekends, nights, things like that, wear something that is still in that comfortable casual style, but maybe a little bit dressed up. As an example, right now I have on a cashmere hoodie versus just a regular sweatshirt hoodie, a nice pair of well-fitted jeans, and a pair of sneakers that really work with the hoodie that I have on and aren't just an athletic sneaker, but also have a style to them. Now, all of these items are from my fall capsule wardrobe, so that shows that in that part, I really did know what I liked and what I felt my style was. Now, with this first word, what is the main through line with that? What is the thing that you see that you think describes all of the items? I put them all out. I pulled shoes, I pulled bags, I pulled everything I could think of that is just, I feel great when I wear, I tend to grab for, and is constantly something that I go back to. And with that, the word I came up with was comfortable. Now, comfortable doesn't sound that exciting, but it's truly a word that resonates with me and makes me feel good, because anytime I step out of that comfortable, I don't feel like myself. Now, the second word she suggests for you to think of things that really excite you. So this word should be something that you really aspire to, want to feel like when people see you, that's a word that comes to their mind, not just to yours. And the best way she described it, and I thought this was great, was your North Star. What is it you are looking towards? So if your first word is something that is your go-tos, your comfort zone, the spot you feel most at yourself, so the second word then needs to be something where you can see growth, where you can see kind of, you think outside of the box, where you really have to put more effort into it on this second word. So in one of the podcasts I heard with her as well, I had heard her say something that said, look at your Pinterest board, look at your Instagram saves, look and see what you tend to look at and see. And my first word, I instinctually said, oh, it's classic. I love classic looks. I love the look of classic styles. Everything I kind of gravitate towards is that. And then I actually stopped and looked at the styles that I had saved that I kind of really liked, and they weren't all classics. Some of them were classics with a twist. Some of them just kind of had something about them that pulled the whole outfit together. So I kind of played around back and forth with this and decided that my second word is the word effortless. Because no matter what the style was, whether it was classic or a trend or anything along that lines, I wanted it to look effortless, like it belonged, like it truly didn't have a lot of thought put into it, but it looked effortless, like it was just, it's how it went together. Perfect example of this in my fall capsule was I was gravitating towards cargos. Cargos are on trend right now. And I was just like, but it's a trend. That can't be a part of what I'm trying to hone down and be that classic style. It's because classic wasn't the right word for me. And these words can change. They are always evolving. She said you can always change the words up if they're not working for you. And classic, I think, wasn't working for me. I still remember I was at a little dive bar on the Cape. It was winter time. I forget what we were doing there. We were hanging out and I saw a woman walk in. She was an older woman and she had on a pair of blue jeans. She had on a pair of just boots. She had on a belt, a white button down, and this beautiful trench. And it was a classic style with some twists. She had on a flare jean and she had on a more statement boot, right? So it wasn't that it was the classic style, but I remember her catching my eye and she looked effortless. She looked like she felt great. She looked like it just all went together and it was supposed to. Now, the third word, she says, should invoke some sort of emotional response from you. It should be the way you want to feel in your clothes. Some of the words she had suggested were like powerful, sexy, elegant, chic. And there's actually in her book a little word wheel that if you're thinking of one word like soft, it gives you a lot of other options. Now, classic was still a word that was in the back of my mind. So I went into the classic part of it and I read some of the words. French, that does not resonate with me. Sophisticated, it has a great feel to it, but it still didn't resonate with me correctly. Effortless, now I was already using that word, so that was not going to be this additional part. A lot of times for me, I feel like the second and third word can be a little bit interchangeable. Preppy is definitely not something that describes me. Elegant I think of as more dressed up. It doesn't really describe me or work with my comfortable part of my first word. Simple, now I do like simplicity, but I felt like I was looking for something just to evoke a little bit more of a reaction out of me. And then the word chic came up and I was like, I kept thinking back to that woman that I saw and that was it. She looked chic because she wasn't classic. She just looked chic and she looked effortless. So those words definitely resonated with me. So how can I put all of that together? And your words she mentioned do not all have to work together in that manner. You can have some that are competing words and find a way to make them work. So realistically, usually comfortable does not really always go with words like classic or elegant or chic or polished or any of those words. But for me, comfortable, effortless, chic was like a light bulb moment. I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that comfortable thing that I feel great in, but still gives off that effortless, chic look. And after I had this little bit of an aha moment, I went back and looked at the photos that I was kind of taking a look at, and I was looking at things in a different light, and they weren't necessarily classic. They weren't necessarily polished. There was just an effortless, chic style to them that still looked comfortable. So then I actually went back on my own personal Instagram, and you could go through and look at old photos of yourself, anything. And when I did that, I looked, and the photos, videos, clips, anything I had that I felt the most amazing in were the things that all worked with those 3 words. That was a mind-blowing aha moment for me. So to put this in perspective, I'm going to take an outfit and talk to you about this because I wore it a few weeks ago before I really got into this book. And I picked out an outfit and put it together for my fall capsule. And I thought, this outfit, we were going to dinner with friends, this was it. And that's when I was still working with like the classic, and I forget what my other words even were. That just shows you they definitely didn't resonate with me well because I don't even remember what they were. I think it was like cozy, classic, and something else. But that was me putting together 3 words because I had heard of this 3-word method previously, but I didn't really know where I had heard of it. And then I noticed her talking more about it. And then I read this book and I was like, that's where it came from. So after reading this, I looked at some of these outfits in a different manner. And this outfit that I'm showing you over to the side right here is an outfit that I put together, as I mentioned, to go out with friends. And we were going to a really nice restaurant. And I thought it encompassed all the words that I wanted to do at the time, right? It was a classic trouser pant that is super comfortable. I put on just a basic black tee. It was a compression tee versus a regular tee. I put on a black classic blazer. All of these pieces are items that I love. Then I added a bag, which was a cute little bag to it, and then a belt because I felt like I needed something around the waistline to give me a little bit of definition. And then I went to put on a pair of shoes, and I put on a pair of cap-toed shoes. All of these kept screaming to me classic, classic, classic. And they do work together, but I didn't feel like me. Now, in a few of the videos you have seen previously, I did use these pants in different ways, and I will show you some of them. And when I got ready that night, I thought to myself, the shoes, I wasn't loving with it. And afterwards, looking back, I now have seen in some of my own videos that I wore it with a ballet flat, and I liked that better. So when we went out, I stayed with the cap-toed heel because I was like, oh, I don't want to wear a flat out to dinner. We're going out with friends. I don't get to wear heels that often. I should have listened to my internal gut because when we went out, I felt like we went on a Friday night and I felt like I looked like I was coming from work. And that wasn't the look I was going for. And I wasn't comfortable. The compression tee with the pants that were high-waisted and then the belt just didn't give me comfortable together. I didn't feel like me 100%. And then thinking back to the part about the shoe, yes, I wanted to wear that shoe, but it wasn't the right outfit for it. I should have gone with a ballet flat or a bootie or something else. And I would have changed that outfit. I should have gone with my instinct. Again, I thought to myself when I was getting dressed, I wanted to wear all of these items. So I forced them together is what it came down to. I should have worn the tee with the belt and the blazer with a pair of jeans and then the cap-toed heel or the nude pump or a pair of booties, because I would have been mixing the comfortable part of the jeans with the more effortless chic part of the heel and the blazer, and the tee should have been a more regular tee than trying to also add in a compression tee to make it look more structured or classic, as I was thinking in my head. Now, that's just one experience I've had so far. Now, there is no right or wrong to any of this. If what I just described as an outfit sounds great to you, wear it. It's that comfort level and that internal struggle of wanting to know my own style and finding, really truly honing in on what my style is. Now, those pants, I love those pants, but I prefer them with a more slouchy sweater to kind of bring that comfortable element into that more structured pant, maybe with a sneaker, maybe with a flat, a different bag, not as structured. There's so many different ways that I will still wear all of the items that were in that outfit, but just not together. So I am just like you. I am constantly on a learning process and a honing in part of what my style is and what works for me and what my capsule is. Now, that being said, I do also want to take you through kind of quickly. I have gone back through my capsule and kind of rethought some of the items in there, and I want to discuss those with you. Now, I do want to take a moment and talk you guys through some of these items, but I think a couple things is, one, I would love to hear from you guys what you think as far as when you would like to start seeing winter capsule wardrobe. It's starting to get a little chilly around here. We had the first day today that fell in the 30s overnight, not during the day. But with that being said, I'm finding some of the items in my fall capsules, such as my racerback tanks, are kind of falling to the wayside a little bit right now. So I'm kind of in a transition period. But I've also already been listing and looking at what my winter capsule is going to be. So I would love to hear from you guys when you would like to start seeing a winter capsule wardrobe. I typically think of winter as being more, I'm talking starting December, January, February for those 3 months for winter capsule a little bit. But November is a little bit of an in-between month where it's a transition from the fall to the winter capsule. So right now I'm going to just quickly talk to you guys about some items that were in my wardrobe. After choosing my 3 words, I've kind of made a little bit of a change to. Now, this jean skirt is one of the first ones, and this is one that you've already seen me style. And when I picked this up, I was looking for items that were more classic items. And I thought to myself, a midi jean skirt is something that borders that trend and classic, because it is something that is a classic. Jean skirts, jean jackets, jeans in themselves, all of these items tend to always kind of be around in some way, shape, or form. And I felt like I was forcing the outfits with this. I can make outfits with it, 100%. You've seen them. I've enjoyed putting them together, but they are not outfits that resonate with my 3 words. The best way to describe it is it just doesn't feel like me, just like that outfit I walked you guys through, when I put it on. I can style them, no problem. I can come up with ideas, but I never, after I went through and did that exercise where I pulled items that I really just grabbed for religiously, even if I was trying to think of items that I would want to make my everyday things, this wasn't one of them. I was also thinking, in addition to showing you my winter capsule wardrobe when we decide to do that, is I was thinking of doing a fall capsule breakdown of what I actually used, what I didn't keep, and what I wished I had done differently. So let me know if that sounds like a good idea to you. So the jean skirt just didn't speak to me after all of that. Even though I wanted to make it work, I felt like I was forcing it to make it work because I had seen so many other people wearing it. And that's where I fall subject the same as you guys fall subject. I see people wearing things and I'm like, I want to be able to wear that. But this does not truly resonate with me. And this is going to be game changing for my wardrobe because I'm truly going to look at each item and think about them a little bit more now. And in the long run, this will make it feel so much easier to get dressed and to put together outfits that truly put out what I feel on the inside. So let's talk about a couple tops that just, I love the look of them. This one is from Halogen. I got it during the anniversary sale. Still has the tags on it. It's great. It fits in with classic because it's a shell. You could wear this for work. You could wear this. You could simply wear this with jeans. This is an item. I love the idea of it. It's comfortable. I can throw it on with a pair of jeans and a blazer and a heel. But you know, in your gut, if you are trying to force something, and I was trying to force this. Then I have this blazer. It is from Treasure and Bond. I love the look of this. I think this is so, it has like a little bit of a tweed look to it. It looks textured. It's a beautiful color. It's structured. It's so well made. It still has all of these things still have tags on them. Now, during my closet clean out, and I did list so many items on Poshmark, I'll put that down below for you guys. I really realized a few things. I realized that I had a lot of items that had tags on them because I would buy stuff thinking of ways I would wear it. I would stick it in the closet and then I'd never grab for it. When I am doing these capsules, it is really making me stop and think because I try to primarily only pull from the items in the capsule during that period of time. And I also then realize if things still have tags on it like this, I'm not grabbing for it. So I kept saying to myself, why am I not grabbing for this? So I then went in when I cleaned out my blazers and I had a camel colored blazer and I was like, that's what I would grab for if I was thinking about this one. So I love the look of it, but I'm trying to make it work because I got a deal on it. That's another thing. Don't buy something just because it's on sale. I have totally gotten out of the habit of that, except for anniversary sale. Anniversary sale is my problem, my weakness. I was trying to make it work because I got a deal on this during anniversary sale. It's not, it needs to go back. And then this White House Black Market utility jacket. I love the look of this. I have some great outfits that I really just think look super cute that I did. My favorite one was with the cargo pants. Love that. But where this hits me on the waist it just doesn't feel, I don't feel confident in it. That's the best choice of words. I do not feel confident in it when I wear it because of where it hits me on the waist. Now the difference with this one, I'm still going to try and play with this one because I got this one, still has the tags on it, but it was on sale and it has gone past the return policy. That is one thing I love about Nordstrom. If I change my mind later, I can still send it back. So this one I'm going to try and play with for a little while. If not, it'll be showing up on my Poshmark too. The last one is, this is a belt. I wanted to love this. I bought two of them. I bought this color and the black color. I've seen all these people wearing them on Instagram and everybody's like, oh, it makes your waist look so great. It's so slimming. It can change any outfit over. And maybe I just haven't found the right way to make it work for me. This one I cannot return, so I will play with it and see what I can do. The black one is still in the box. But for me, when I put it on, I felt like it drew more attention to my waist and made my waist look more noticeable. Now, my waist is my trouble area, is my belly, but I don't know. We'll keep playing with this. You might still see it upcoming, but we will see. Now for a last note, I do want to mention that for my winter capsule, I am trying to, since I have cleaned out my closets, get back and pull. I wrote down all the ideas that I think I went back in my own videos and photos of what I wore last year in the winter. And I went through and pulled out all the items that I currently have in my own wardrobe that I wear consistently in the winter. pulled those out, and then I kind of looked for holes in that. And through the holidays, we're talking November, December, January, you've got Thanksgiving, you've got Christmas, you've got New Year's. I wanted some items in there that encompass my words, but also can be a little bit stepped up to wear to a holiday event. So let me know down below in the comments when you think would be best to start discussing winter capsule wardrobe. Also, if you like the idea of seeing kind of a recap of my fall capsule wardrobe, let me know that as well. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you got some tips and tricks as you watch this as well. I'm trying to get a whole new mindset on my wardrobe, so I hope you were here for the journey with me, and have a great weekend.